Hey, it's Mark here with Noble Notary. This is going to be our crash course in marriage solemnizations and being a wedding officiant. So there's a few states where as a notary you can be a wedding officiant, Florida obviously being one of them, South Carolina I believe, a couple others, not really sure off the top of my head. Regardless of that, it's probably pretty easy to be a clergy in those states where a notary can't do it. But never mind that, let's talk about how to be a wedding officiant. And I'll show you, for the Florida notaries, I'll show you the Florida marriage license application, where you sign and stamp it, kind of how to fill that out. I'll do that in a minute too. So there's marriage solemnization, which is where you're just reading the vows, signing and stamping the paperwork. Ideally, if somebody's coming to you and they just want that service done, I just charge what the county clerk charges, which I believe is $25 or $30. That's all you can charge. Now, if you're going out and doing a ceremony and performing, of course, you can then charge whatever you'd like. Typically, I started around $250. Most of these go for less than an hour, so pretty cool. So that is kind of what you're going to do. Now, so performing this ceremony, what do you need to know? Well, you got to have the vows, okay? So I do have a template that I'll tell you about, you can get in a second, with the vows I use, which are basically incredibly and almost entirely similar to what the state of Florida recommends. I have a little bit of ad lib in there, okay? So when you start the ceremony, they're gonna be tense. You know, people are gonna be a little tense, a little nervous, so you don't wanna just go right into reading the vows. You want to lighten the mood a little bit, okay? So I like to tell a joke. You tell a little joke to kind of get people to loosen up a little bit, laugh a little bit. Of course, that's gonna make you all the more memorable and likable as well, which will lead to referral business. So I do that. I will read a verse, a Bible verse, and I'll give you, same thing with my template of my script. I'll give you a couple of jokes that I've used that have gone over well. It's basically the same show every time. Surprise. But I'll give you some of the jokes and some of my favorite verses that I've used when I perform one of these, as well as my script. So that is what you're going to do. You open it up. You're going to break the ice a little bit. Say a blessing, and then you're going to go right into it. Like, dearly beloved, we're gathered here today to celebrate these two in holy matrimony. Now, you got to remember their names, okay? So what I do is I keep a little small Bible, like a little scripture type thing, with a notepad inside it, where I can write their names down or any footnotes I want. And to anybody watching the ceremony, they can't see that. So they can't see my notes in there. So it just looks like I'm picking a verse out. So that's one of the things that I do. Now, doing your first like this, you're probably gonna be a little nervous, but then it gets incredibly easy after that. And it's pretty good money to do these. So if you feel so inclined, you feel like you wanna add this, it's a good revenue source for notaries. What else can I tell you? So let's talk about leads. Let's talk about getting leads. Well, the number one place to list your service is it's called EVENTECTIVE, and I'll put a link in the description for this video for EVENTECTIVE, and I'll put a link for my script where you can go to get my script, my jokes, my verses for free. So where you can get that, but EVENTECTIVE.com is a free directory for wedding officiants, all kind of wedding service providers. So that is an easy place to list to get leads. I've gotten numerous leads from them. You can get them on Thumbtack too. Be careful, watch it. Thumbtack charges a lead fee, EVENTECTIVE doesn't. If I'm saying that right. Another thing is you can go to wedding venues, places that regularly have weddings. Go there, drop your cards off, get on their list, okay? Then you can get recommended. Your Chamber of Commerce, also a place that likes to recommend wedding officiants, okay? So those are a couple of easy wins right there. Another thing I'm gonna tell you is, while offering this wedding officiant service is a niche, you can niche within that niche. So what do I mean? Well, I do a lot of weddings outside, outdoors, and on the beach, and we're close to the beach. So I will promote myself as a beach wedding, a beach marriage officiant. So get married on the beach. So that's easy to find, and there's people looking for just that. So that is an example of a niche. Let's just say you're familiar with like Catholic weddings, which are a big to-do production, but you're familiar with it. Well, then there you go. Or even a Jewish wedding, where there's things that are going to be, there's going to be peculiarities about it. But if there's certain things like that you have an inclination for, then that might be That might be one of your, unique selling points for offering that. So pretty much it's pretty straightforward. You're going to do the ceremony. After that, you're going to sign the marriage license application, which then in turn gets them a marriage certificate. Now, before they ever come to you, they should have gone to the county clerk and applied for it, and then the clerk gives them back that letter, and then of course we're going to sign that and stamp it, and then they can mail that back in. And I'm going to show you that in a minute. And heck, I'll show you EventEctive site, a couple other things here in just a second. So let's go ahead and take a look at that stuff. Okay, here is EventEctive.com, which is a site that is a wedding officiant directory specifically. And like I said, I've gotten a lot of leads from this site. So also get them from Noble Legal Pros. If you don't know our directory, Noble Legal Pros, you can list your wedding officiant services on there. So we get them from there too, but get a lot of them from EventEctive. And you just come down here to the bottom right here and then list your business. And that's pretty much it. Simply put in what it is you do. And you'll see there are photographer, planner, DJ, caterer, event venue, Officiant. There you go. So click Officiant and then go through and build your profile. I'm not going to show you. It's pretty much like any other directory. Just put in there some stuff that would be meaningful for the people that are looking. If you've done them or you look forward to making their day important, that kind of thing. Now, another thing to show you is that I want to show you is obviously the marriage license. And this one, what are you doing? Okay, here is a wedding or a marriage application for the state of Florida. And most all of them that I've seen look exactly like this. They're already filled out for the most part, all of this stuff. So what you're going to do down here under certificate of marriage, this is where you're going to zero in on. So you're going to be writing in the date. Now it tells you here, use black ink, and all of the ones I've seen say use black ink. So use black ink. So you'll put the date in, you'll put in the town or location of the marriage. You're going to write that in, and then you are going to sign this here. And then you are going to put your address here, and then you're going to put your stamp here in this block 23B. Any witnesses that are there are going to sign as well, usually the best man and the bridesmaid. Now, to my knowledge, they don't actually have to have a witness. They're optional. And I believe the ones I've seen as of recent say optional, but if it doesn't, grab some witnesses. It's a wedding. Hey, there's going to be people that'll witness on this, right? And then that is it. From there, you're good. They're going to send this back to the clerk and get their official marriage certificate, which is like a vital statistic. So that is the form. Now, let me show you a couple other things. Now, if you're doing these on the beach, outside places where there might be some noise, you might want to get like a Bluetooth speaker like one of these. I'll put a link in the description for the ones that I use. Most of the places, like if I do an outdoor venue where it's like an amphitheater, it's not necessarily going to be needed. You'll be heard very well. Obviously, if you're doing this in any kind of cathedral, they'll either already have something like that set up, or it may be that your voice projects very well, so it won't be an issue. But when you're out on the beach with the waves crashing, it's hard for people not right in front of you to hear you. So placing a speaker like this that you see behind in the back end, and then you having a Bluetooth microphone, is going to be something that'll help carry that. And as you can see, these are very inexpensive too. So, and then lastly, here's my script, which again, I'm going to have a link for you to get it, to download it. I've got some of my jokes that I use, opening prayer that I use, some of my favorite Bible verses to go to, and then pretty much the exact script that I use to close it out, which of course you close it with, you can kiss the bride, ladies and gentlemen. It's my honor to introduce you to Mr. and Mrs. as a married couple. So that is it. So that's it. Wedding Officiant Crash Course. So if you like it, like, subscribe, share. We'll see you guys on the next one.